Well, everything there. Okay, g'day, hello. I'm just checking this out. Camera's fine. How you going? Can you hear me all right? Okay. I need to... Okay, well, anyway, welcome to the live episode 19, Q&A. This is where we ask questions to me or amongst each other. And if you have something you want to ask me directly, feel free to do it here. Now, as in the beginning of my shows, I always need to go to my other monitor here so I can see your chats. So I need to bring that up like this, and then I need to put the comments in the description below. So I'm just going to edit that now. Not the comments, the links in the description below. My goodness me. Okay, paste them there. Friday, I better change that too as well to F instead of a G, Friday. Friday night live Q&A super chat episode 19. Okay, and I'll save that. All right. Now this is so this is a super chat. I'm going to get over to the screen in a minute so as I can see who's in this chat and so we can talk to everybody. And we've got a few things to get through. Not a lot, but we've got a few, and what you ask me will create more things to happen in the show as well. All right. So excuse me a minute. Just open this up now so I can bring on the chat screen and I'll be able to acknowledge you, okay? So let's put that up there like that. And here we go. So where are we? So we've got Heather Nicole. G'day Heather Nicole, how are you? Good evening, beautiful painting these days. Angela Young, hello Angela Young. We've got Marilyn Lynch. Howdy Marilyn Lynch, how are you? M. Ballsy from Mary Smith, New York. G'day M. Ballsy. We've got Sulu, we've got Celeste Watson. Hello Celeste Watson. Okay, Jimmy McKean. Hi Ian and the group from New Zealand. All the way from New Zealand, thank you very much for joining us there. We've got Krista. We've got CJ McConed. We've got Krista Superpatter. Hello Superpatter. We've got Joanne. Hello Joanne. Melissa, Julie Holdings, and Margarita. We've already got a donation from Angela Young there. Those of you who don't know what the donation is, you'll see it going up in the chat. That's what Super Chat's all about. People who like to support these creators' contents. There's a grey $sign down there, and only in the live show you can hit that and support the creator of the show, which in this one is me, and send how much you like. It just helps us out. Okay, we've got Anne. Now that's C-H-A-L, so is that Calmers? I'm not sure how it's C-H-A-L. See, I always get the C-H and the Chalmers mixed up, so it's... I'll just put it in my Google Translate and we'll see what it is. C-H-A-L-M-E-R-S. I better turn me... Oh, I can't. I've got the volume turned down so I don't get feedback. Calmers. It's Calmers. Okay, it's fine. Bear with me here. I'm just settling in. So we've got... how many people watching? 28? Is that correct? Yeah, 28. So I'm just waiting for everybody to get in and settle in before we actually get started. So I'm just wasting time here, saying hello to everybody. Do a few more acknowledgements. Linas, hello Linas. Angie Navarez. Anne Calmers, no worries. Heather Nicole, I meant to say when you go to frame it. Oh, I must have missed something there, sorry. Mary Ann, hello Mary Ann. What tip do you have for shading? Well, obviously I'm assuming you're talking about acrylic paint shading. I normally call it scrumbling. You'd have to, I've always said it in videos, work out what brushes you have and how they work for you. And if you have a brush that can blend or scrumble for you, work out how to use it. And you just want the paint a bit, you don't want it wet, you just want it from the tube, but that allows you to scrumble and blend as well. But every procedure involves a lot of practice before you can commit it to a canvas if you really want to create some fantastic art. We got a long one there from Katie. Hi everyone from Scotland, 2 AM here. And I've had a wee Southern Comfort after 32-hour shift. I used to like Southern Comfort in my younger days. Good old Southern Comfort, yeah, I never drink. Love your tutorials. I'm the original novice, never mind novice. Haha. Okay, we got Jan, finally caught a live. Yeah, some people have been just missing out, and it takes work out your time clocks with Google there and look at my advertisements for these shows, and you can just relate your time with New York time and you'll know when I'm coming on. Or if you subscribe to my channel and then hit the notification bell next to it, that way you get notified when I'm going live on your device. If you have a device with you, it'll ping and it'll go, Ian's live right now. All right, Bruce Anderson. G'day, Bruce Anderson. I loved your video, Bruce. Beautiful to see. Fantastic. Heather Nicole, Ian, what I meant is when you finish a painting, whether it be on a flatboard canvas or stretch canvas, is one easier to frame than the other? A flat board panel would be easier to frame than a stretch canvas. A stretch canvas, you can use angled timber and cut that out and sit the stretch canvas inside that, and it looks like a floating frame around the edge of the stretch canvas. I love those ones. I'm trying to catch everyone here. I never caught you live. Good to see you here. Thank you, Katie Coyne. Katie Coyne. Richard. G'day, Richard. Hello from Tampa, Florida. Marcella Diaz. Hello, Marcella. Karen Quinn. G'day, Karen Quinn. How are you? I am a writer, which is why I message are always so long, says Katie Coyne. Okay, that's understandable. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Peggy. Hello, Peggy. Ian, I needed to re-hit the notification bell because YouTube does wacky stuff. Well, maybe you do, yeah. You might have to hit the notification bell a few times. Mary Lou Stone, I love you, Ian. Mary Lou in Idaho. Thank you very much, Mary Lou. I love your name too. That's the name of my little female cat, Mary Lou Jackson. You might have seen the little black and white cats we got, Mary Lou Jackson and Bernard Watson, friends of Steve's. Angela Young, liked and shared to the group. Thank you very much, Angela. If you don't know how members have to hit the X button, and then you will see the like and share button, then live to come back here. Okay, thank you very much. Sue Patter, thank you very much, Sue. There's a beautiful cyber kiss to you. Sue Patter has just put in a donation on this super chat here, and that's what this is all about as well, to help my content. Those people who like to support me, give a super chat donation there on the grey $sign. Thank you very much, Sue Patter. Beautiful stuff. And there was one earlier from Angela Young. Now there are 4 administrators in the art group page I have, and which is Mark Babbitt, Angela Young, Angel Jackson, and my son Reese when he has time as well. He gets in there as well, Reese Harris. All right, so they're doing a wonderful job there, and I cannot run that group without them the way it is. If they weren't doing what they're doing, the group might go a little bit stale. But that's why it's such a great place in there, because these people in there, these administrators, they're doing a wonderful job, okay? I have a lot on my plate. When I get time, I like to acknowledge people. I'm always trying to give a like where I can and comment where I can give a comment, okay? Do excuse me if I'm not in there as regularly as the administrators, because I do have a lot on, and I try and get back to everybody on my YouTube channel with their comments there. on my Facebook messages. I'm inundated there with things. So just keep that in mind. I'm not an ignorant bugger, all right? But I just have a lot on my plate, and I just try and catch up to everybody when I can, and I always like to acknowledge everybody when I can. Katie Coyne, what is your opinion on Flowtrol, Ian? Flowtrol is like a product for, you have acrylic paint and you have oil paint. You put a blob on the table, the oil paint will flow down and set smooth like glass. So when it's dry, it's nice and glossy. Now, acrylic paint, if anything, is powdery and chalky. You put a blob of that on the table, it'll sit there. Okay? Now, flow control does to acrylic how enamel paints and oil paints work. So you put flow control in acrylic, it helps it flow out and controls the flow, okay? So that's my take on Flowtrol. And if you need it in your acrylics, some acrylics are more structured and thick, you might need it there. Some are great and perfect and some are real watery. So it depends what you have. And everything you do have, every time you find yourself asking me or somebody else a question, that's you saying, this is something I should practice. Lay out some brushes, lay out some paints, lay out some surfaces to try and paint on or use, whatever. And you can virtually answer your own questions there. But it's always good to ask questions as well. That's what this is all about. And you ask as many as you like, all right? Melissa Vella, thank you very much, Melissa. Melissa Vella has just sent in a donation. Thank you very much. Much appreciated to those people. Melissa Vella, Sue Patter and Angela Young. They've all sent in donations on this super chat. Okay. Yes, Angela Young has just said there. Any questions between now and next week's show? If you have any particular question throughout your day, write it down on a piece of paper, and when you're in front of your computer, you can send it to Ange Young, one of the administrators, and she gets them all off to me before the next up and coming show. And like we've got a couple here for this show that I'll get to later on. Okay, and I always like to acknowledge the people that joined the group. So thank you very much, Melissa Bella, for that latest donation there. Is Flowtrol dangerous, says Katie Coyne. I don't know, because I've never used it, but you would only need it, I'm assuming, on acrylic paint, but I've never used it, so I won't say it is or it isn't. You need to ask somebody who has actually used it. All right? Marilyn Lynch, oh, that new painting behind you, bottom right. Bottom right. Oh, no, that's... Yes, that's... You got a good eye, haven't you? Who just said that? Marilyn Lynch. Yes, that's the next tutorial, but it's not edited yet. I've got to get and edit it. This one up here was the one I did live. And just remember, all my tutorial paintings are for sale, okay? They're all available to purchase, and there's a link in the description below where you can see what is available, okay? And all payments for my paintings are done through PayPal. If you don't like donating on these super chats, or you're watching the replay, there is a donate link down below. You can send it through there. And I want to thank my good friend. I didn't even write his name down. Forgive me. I'll get back to it later. Now, there was a few people that joined the art group last week, so we'll just acknowledge those. So hold back on your questions if you want me to answer. I'm just going to answer Christy C's now. Flowtrol hasn't been tested for a long time. Basically for when the painting your house. Yeah, a lot of house painters use it. Wrapping it up early every night, so worry. I know you're working on it there. Flowtrol has only been tested for house paints, latex, not fine arts. Well, there you go, says Salus Creations. It's only been tested for household paints, not fine art paints. So if you do have some Flowtrol, test it yourself in a bit of structured fine art paint and see how it works for you. Okay, so just hold off your questions there for a minute if you want to or if you want me to get back to you, I didn't even have this playing here. Let's get that all the way. Where are we? Is that the right show? Yes. Why isn't that working? Excuse me a minute. I'm just getting this to the end there. Okay. Now I just want to acknowledge the new group members. So we've got Holly Lawrence, Gabriel Sharples, Steffi Margaretz, Elizabeth Hills, Sergio Bendino. We have Mark Hunt. Where are we? Mark Hunt, Cynthia Snove, or Snow, Jim. Some of this is so small. I should print this a lot larger, eh? Don't worry, I've got me good contacts in. I'm just not the greatest reader, you know. Jimmy McKean, Noosa Burks, Cheryl Erickson, Tom Painting Away Trucking Stress, Laurie Nelson, Eric Dorho, Jeannie Button, Aaron Easdale. These are all the new members that just joined the group in the last week. Aaron Easdale, yeah, I read that. Richard Marino, Jane Brooms, Sierra Johnson, Suda Jans, Laurie Norrie, Jim Harolds, Patricia Reed, Mario. Now I had to get Google to help me pronounce this one. Van Halkar, Mario Van Halkar, Shaney Sams and Dax Shah. They were the latest people that joined the Art Group Network, my Art Group page. And obviously we've just hit over in the last week over the 800 member mark, which is great. Everyone's having a good time there. Everyone's respecting everybody as well. Also in my live Friday Night Lives, I like to acknowledge, like last week, Angel Jackson purchased a painting. Thank you very much, Angel Jackson, for your support. She purchased a highway painting. I forget what I named it, but it was a highway sunset or something like that. And I also like to acknowledge my new patrons that joined my Patreon platform, okay? So I'm going to get back to these comments in a minute. So Anne Carmels, oh no, that's that name I had trouble with pronouncing, and I can't use Google because I've got the sound turned down. Carl Karmas, Anne Karmas, Robin Grogan and Trish Roberts. Thank you very much. They were the latest patrons that joined my patrons platform. On my patrons platform, I don't give any rewards or anything out there. The platform is for you patrons to join if you just like to think, you know what, Ian, I like what you're doing. Here's a couple of bucks a month and you jump on board my patrons platform. I do not simply have the time to create any rewards for patrons there, but I do try and help you out where I can. I acknowledge you on my live shows, and I have a part later on I'll get to where you send in any painting you have. You tell me that you're a patron and you send me a painting for the Friday Night Live show, and like I'm going to do later on, I bring it up and show it on the screen what you have painted as well. So you do get a bit more extra than the average follower, okay? Let me get back to some more acknowledgements there. Welcome to our group family, all new members. Okay. Katie Coyne, I've told all my followers about you, Ian. Thank you very much, Katie Coyne. I'll have to look you up. Kelly. Okay, we've got Angela Young, Tammy, Peggy, Angie Navarez. I have a question. Here we go. Yeah, this is all about questions. Throw me questions as well, and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. And I do not want to neglect me bloody coffee. I don't like a cold coffee. I don't mind it, but it's designed to be hot. I have a question for you, says Angie Navarez. I did one of your paintings and one of my friends wanted to buy it. Is that okay if I sell it? Yeah, of course it is. Bloody oath, sell it. Get the coin in your pocket and sell it, mate. That's what I would do. I don't own all these painting images. They're not mine. I mean, I design a lot of my own. I reference a lot of my own paintings as well, but I don't own the image. If you paint mine or anybody else's painting, you're more than welcome to paint it, but put your autograph on it, and you're selling it as your rendition if it's from somebody else's. That's all it is. That's the way I see it, all right? There's probably so many hoo-ha rules and regulations on copyright, what you can and can't do. But if you're just a beginner or a novice or an advanced beginner, you're not a professional artist, you're not flogging off other people's work, you just do a rendition of somebody's painting, you put your autograph on it, and if someone wants to buy it, you sell it to them, okay? It's a bit different if you're a professional person and you're printing and copying other people's work and you're doing it that way, or you're even copying somebody's work and you're putting their autograph on it, passing it off as their work. That's where it gets a bit no-no, okay? That's my take on it. Everyone else will have a different take, probably. I have a question, so I did that. Sue, Katie is not tested for fasting, oh God, but they give it, okay, that's a question to somebody there. Kelly, having no talent at all, should I, in all honesty, start with acrylics with kids? Says Kelly Shattuck. Having no talent at all, should I, in all honesty, start with acrylics with kids? Not many people, when they start art, do have a talent for art that's created within their journey of art. If in here you feel you want to do it, get some good quality paint, because the quality makes a big difference. If you're going to begin with the real snotty, weak paint, you're just going to produce a lot of nonsensy, snotty work, and you might be frustrated and go, no, that's not for me. But if you really want to pursue art, but you have no idea about it, well, firstly, get yourself some good quality paints and some good quality canvases to paint on. You can buy canvas paper. They're good for practicing procedures, elements that you're going to put within a painting, all these subjects, trees, mountains, skies, clouds, water reflections, and so on. Canvas paper is good for practicing those on. Keep your good canvas, so when you're doing a painting, you've got a beautiful tooth canvas, and it allows you to control where you are blending and smearing and pushing all that paint. In my opinion, canvas papers, they can just be pushed on and you haven't got enough control as a beginner, okay? A professional person or someone that's been painting for a long time would know how to control that, okay? So do get yourself some good quality paints. Any brush will do. It doesn't have to be a good quality brush, but get yourself some from the art store, some from the hardware store, some pounces, some foam, some sponges, all types of things. There's so many different tutorials out there that show you different products you can use to incorporate paints onto a surface as well. Thank you so much. Hi Ian, watching you from Southern Illinois. Beth Bremer, hello Ian from, excuse me, Arizona. G'day everybody. What else have we got? We've got some questions here. How many people we got watching? 51. So this is one of the questions that came through the other day. And a question for Ian Harris is the canvas just as important as the paints? My canvases seem to curl when they dry and bubble when I'm painting on them. Well, are you sure that's a canvas or is it canvas paper? The canvas papers, if they're oversaturated with dampness in paint, they can buckle and curl. And when dry, they bubble. So a good quality canvas would not bubble. It hasn't been glued properly. So I'm not quite sure. Someone else might be able to help with this question here. The canvas is important though. A good quality canvas will bring you a better quality paint, okay? Painting. And also with the paints, like I said previously, my canvas seems to curl when they are dry, and bubble when I am painting them. Yeah, well, the paint is wet, and if it's too wet, let's say for canvas paper, it'll be buckling as you're painting on it. Not that bad, but I'm just showing you as an example. And then when it's dry, it can dry a bit bowed and waved, okay? But a canvas panel won't do that. If it's canvas, it's fine. You can stretch it onto a frame and staple it, and it's done that way, okay? Here's one here from Lynn Jordan. How do you decide what colours you will need to paint a picture? I had an instructor say, use all the colours you put on your palette. Use all the colours you put on your palette. Well, that's his opinion. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone thinks differently and everyone acts differently. I just look at a painting, like most of mine, I go for the primes. If I'm going to use the primes for the sunset, or I don't know, I really don't plan it. When I have a reference picture, I know what I'm going to paint, so it gives me some sort of reference what colours to use. When I do my own paintings, I just go by what I've used in the past and what I think works or what I hope works for me, okay? By the way, hi everyone, says Kelly Shattuck. G'day Kelly Shattuck. So hit all the questions there, and don't forget this is a super chat. Hit the $ there if you want to support my content. Much appreciated. Everybody hit the thumbs up now under their video here. That helps me out as well, and share it on your social media network as well. 51 people watching. Angela Young says, and only 18 likes. Do hit the like button. Sue Patters, your tutorials are the best. Just watching them and doing your tutorials, people can't believe I've only been painting since May. That's fantastic, Sue. And it doesn't matter how many years or how long you've been painting, it's how much practice you've been doing and how keen you are to practice, because you need to practice this much, so to speak, to paint this much, okay? It's all practice. Don't just watch a tutorial. Some people do and go, oh, I can't do that. Doesn't look like his, looks like snot. That's just because you haven't practiced. That's all it is. If you want to paint, if you feel you're going to enjoy painting, and you do enjoy painting, but things frustrate you, stop, and that's practice time. But sometimes I even have to practice as well. Not all my stuff's great. Some of my stuff is absolute snot. Trust me. Some canvases, says Sulu, from Michael's need to be washed down and coated with an antifungal treatment and can bubble. So there you go. I make my own canvases, so I don't have these commercial problems here. I've had one canvas bubble, but I've discovered now I've painted over a canvas. So I've had two paintings on it, and when I varnished it, I bombed the varnish on, and I discovered the varnish, because the varnish is solvent based, it actually went through the acrylic, and then it didn't weaken the glue, it just moistened it. It unsealed it, so it was able to bubble and lift. So that's something I've learned, okay? Arts by Sharamay Ritter. I agree, they must be painting on a canvas paper to have bubbles, what I do before. Painting on a canvas is on the back, spray a little fabric so they very torn and paint on it. Yes, say a stretch canvas, right? What Arts by Sharama is saying there, you can spray the back of a canvas, a stretch canvas, even if you rub it all in and leave it, that'll taunt the canvas as well. Or if you've got a dent or a push mark in your canvas, stretch canvas, you just spray around that area there and rub it in, and within time it'll just pull out beautiful like magic. Bruce Anderson, I love little paintings. Yes, I've done a little painting. Thank you for bringing that up, Bruce. Bruce brought to my attention, he did a little miniature, and it reminded me of something I did. I'll just show you here. Miniatures can be great fun. There's just a subject I did. Okay, Bruce has done one on the art group page. Bruce Anderson, look out for his little one there. And they're fantastic little things. So that's probably something a lot of you can even practice, like designing a painting when you know what colours and layout you're going to have, you got something to put on a beautiful canvas, because there's nothing worse than getting a big painting and it's just turning into rubbish, and it's so frustrating. Okay, I wish I was a way to share our work with you all, and love and respect, says Electra. Angela Young, thank you. Silas, love the little painting. Janice Burns, thank you very, very much, Janice Burns. Janice Burns has just made a donation there. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support so much. There's been a few other people that made some donations. I'll just go through their names if I can still find them. Melissa Vella, Sue Patter, and Angela Young. Thank you very much. They've been supporting my content in this super chat. For those of you who have just joined the show and don't know what that is, only in the live show it works. There's a grey $sign there. You hit that and it's allowing you to donate to the super chat, okay? Also, I did a live painting last week, or the other day. I wanted to go live. I was going to do a tutorial and I thought, oh, should I go live? Going live's a bit unpredictable because things do happen when you go live. Believe me, I've spoken to others and it always happens to them. I went live and I thought, I don't want to just hope to paint something. I've got to know what I'm going to paint. I thought, all right, I'll just do something black and white, something simple. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I quickly did that little red design in red pen. I just did a simple cloud and water underneath, which was this one. And I want to explain something about it, right? So I'm going to keep these, but when I do a live painting, they're only going to be on the half size of my canvas. So this is one cut in half. As you can see from there, it's half the size, okay? So I'm going to do live ones at the moment on these manageable sizes. Now, someone was asking me, can I just use my Mars Black out of the tube to get this style happening, okay? Whether you can see this here or not, okay, do not use your glossy blacks out of the tube. It has to be black gesso. The black gesso is like a black chalkboard paint. It's like flat black. And if you saw this video of me doing the black and white live, I painted that on there with the Retarder slow drying medium. And then I was able to incorporate the cloud. As you can see, look at the cloud there. And it allows you to blend into that black surface. The shiny paint out of your tube, it just does not work properly, okay? So there was someone brought that to my attention throughout the week. So if you are watching, you know what I'm talking about. Small paintings are great. Hey, Janice, didn't see you pop in and say hello, says Angela Young. Hi, Ange, says Janice Burns. Yeah, talk amongst each other as well. This isn't all about you acknowledging me. This is all about you able to communicate with each other here as well. It's a big community environment we have going here. And like I've said in the past, it's a wheel and yous are all the spokes helping my wheel turn. Okay, and without you in there, the wheel just won't happen. It's not all about me, it's about all of us, okay? And I like to see us all on an even keel here. And I thank you once again, everyone, for your support and your donations. We just got another one here from Peggy. Thank you very much, Peggy. Love you very much and much appreciated for your donation. Vicky Winup, hi to you guys. Hello, Vicky. Tammy Biddell, would the Mars Black work with matte medium if you don't have black gesso? Try it on something. Try it. I've never used a matte medium. The only medium I use is Retarder and probably water, but I've never used it. Give it a go, but if it's not going to work the way it did in my video, and I do excuse that video, there was a lot of glare, and I know what I've got to do next time so I don't get that glare. Go and get yourself some black gesso and some clear medium Retarder and give it a go. It's great for fantastic mono black and white paintings if you want to get those skies in, all right? Catrice Enos, hello Catrice. Hello Ian, I am just now getting here. Just wondering, what do you recommend to extend the drying time of acrylic paints so we can have more time to blend them? It's something I use in almost every video. It's Retarder. Over here we call it Retarder. It slows down the drying time of your acrylic paints. And it's a clear medium. You get a white one as well. There's some gels, but I use the clear medium Retarder. It looks like baby oil, but it is not baby oil. And you cannot use linseed oil. I've had some subscribers on YouTube asking this. No, you need the clear medium retarder to work the way I use it in my tutorials, okay? A lot of you are familiar when seeing me how I blend with it. It takes a lot of practice. Watch some different videos and procedures in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. There's probably a lot you think you might know, but there's probably little bits that you might be missing out that are the actual key to making it work, all right? Tammy Bedell, thumbs up. Okay. Okay, I can allow that. There's just a question there held for review, but Angela Young was just answering a question there. Let me get back down here. Sue Patter, your comment about the flat black versus the shiny makes so much sense. I've done many of the portal picture, the water found it, and I noticed the difference. And the water for and noticed the difference, says Sue Patter. Yes, you will. I love the tutorial. I recommend them for everybody. You explain the process in the way and very easy to understand and follow the way you do. Catrice Enos, thank you very much for answering my question. Mary Lou Margerson, hello Ian, you are just a fine specimen of a human being. I can't imagine or believe that people like you exist out there. Your arms look so big under that shirt. You must be so finely cut and tuned under there. You are the man of the future, says Margaret Margaretson. Thank you very much, Margaret Margaretson, for that comment there. Hi, Katie, says Janice Burns. So what else have we got here? We've got another question now. Let's get over here. How long have we been going for? 53 people watching. We've been going for 36 minutes. These shows go for about an hour, or they might just dribble over like a waterfall for an hour as well. Karen Biddell. Hey, Ange, can you ask Ian about t-shirts? Pretty please. Kiss, kiss. Well, about merchandise, when I go, or if and when I go full time, don't know, whenever that would happen, when it does happen, I will get into merchandise. Okay, I'm only doing my art in the spare time I have from my roof plumbing job, because I'm a roof plumber where I put gutters and downpipes and flashings, and I do all sorts of roof alterations for people in Australia here, and that's my job. And in my free time, that's when I do the art. And at the moment, I did do some shirts a few years back, but it needs a lot more looking into so they can be more achievable to get out there to people and managed properly as well. At the moment, I don't have the time to manage it, but there will be merchandise coming up, but just hang out for it. Don't sit and wait for it. It'll just happen when it happens, okay? So, Karen Biddell, because I'd like to make some merchandise with me actual, where is it on this side? Yeah, the Ianapolis logo, and maybe, I've got a lot of one-liners I use, whack a frame on it, or snot, or something to do with those words I use. There'll be different ones, okay? And it'll be something you can just put on when you're painting along with my tutorials, or even somebody else's tutorials, okay? What else do we have here? Katie Coyne, it's 2:36 a.m. in Scotland. Yes, they're way behind us, unfortunately. Okay, Lee, hello everybody, says Lee Hignojos. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. First merchandise should be a coffee cup. Yeah, but coffee cups can break. I've had quite a few fans or followers send me coffee cups, and 2 of them have come broken. I've had to glue them together, but they do break. They're very brittle. And believe me, you put fragile or do not bend on your products when you send, that does not make them any softer on your merchandise when it's in the post. I've seen videos on social medias, and some of these postal places, they do treat it like garbage, and you've got to expect everything's going to be treated like that, okay? So I do have some merchandise in mind, but when that happens, I will let you know, okay? Drink your coffee, it must be getting cold. Oh, I was just thinking that, Angela. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, it's still all right, eh? It's all right, eh? Yes, Janice Burns, the bullshit stick. Yeah, I want to create some little bullshit sticks as well. Those of you people that might have heard me say the word bullshit in my tutorials, let me tell you a bit about that. I know it can be a rude word if it's said in the wrong way or wrong content and yelled at really loud, but if you say it politely and softly, it's not really a bullshit word. What I mean by it is, you know, you're looking at a painting and someone might look at it and go, oh yeah, that's all right. But then you start adding that detail effect, which is what I call the bullshit effect. That makes people look at your painting and go, bullshit, did you paint that? That's the bullshit effect. That's what I'm trying to get out there. And it's not a rude word. It's just two words put together, and some people might mistaken it as a rude word. But if you heavily yell it and scream it at somebody, it can be a rude word, okay? Coffee cup looks like mine, says Angela Young. Probably does. Just had a coffee, held for review. I love... Mary Lou Stone says, I love the... Well, where'd it go? I love the way you talk, and you could never talk rude. I love the bullshit stick. You are awesome, Ian. A very good man, says Joanne Collis. Thank you very much. Celeste Watson. Don't understand how something that smells so good could taste so bad. Huh? It's not coffee when it's finished. Yeah, I suppose I could tell what you mean there. Jackie, you need a camping tin cup with a print on it, your name, or a quick Aussie saying. Yeah, that's a good idea. We call them, yeah, I know what you mean. They're enamel cups. They're tin baked in enamel, and you can probably get some font and writing stuck on those. Celeste Watson, I don't understand something that smells so good could taste so bad. It's not coffee when it's finished. Yeah, I read that one. Celeste Watson, I have to add lots of cream and sugar. I just have 2 sugars and milk, 2 SM, 2 sugars and milk. Okay, so what else did we have here? Back to my patrons there. I'd just like to acknowledge those patrons that jumped on board in the last couple of weeks. Anne Karmas, Robin Grogan, and Trish Roberts. And I want to thank Angel Jackson. She purchased one of my paintings last week. Thank you very much. Everybody that purchased my paintings is supporting my content. And like I said before with my roofing, I'm not full-time yet, but my goal is I'm 55 now, so by the time I'm 60, I don't want to be climbing up ladders and manipulating myself all over heights and roofs and stuff like that. I'd like to be in my studio full-time and just painting and helping people out, okay? So every donation you send, every painting you buy, every patron that joins my group there, my platform there, it's all helping me out, and other people that have these things going, their supporters are helping them out as well, okay? It's cheaper than a cup of coffee, and you probably have a few of them a day, all right? And everything on my channel is all free content. There is a notice in my videos you might be noticing lately. It's about how the video is produced by me, and all the subject are copyright and do not copy or duplicate. What that means is you can copy the painting that's in there and paint it as your rendition, but I'm saying do not copy the actual video file. There are people out there on YouTube, I've never had any come across me yet, but they're stealing people's videos, putting them on their channels, and they're stealing the revenue and views, or something like that, I've been told. I'm not sure how it's working, so that's just why I've got that there. And if you are watching one of my videos, make sure underneath the video, it's from my Ianapolis channel, okay? Because they could try and copy the name, maybe with 2 O's or 2 S's to slip you up, but make sure it is my name down there. And then you'll know it's my content you're actually watching, not somebody else's, okay? When is your birthday, Ian, says Janice Burns. It's September 30th, 1960 something, all right? But September 30. I do not have a PO box. Some people have been asking, where's your address? If you've been a friend of mine for a while and you want to send me something, you message me, okay? And I will give you the details there, all right? Let me just fix me hair up. Oh, it's looking a bit... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you messaged me for my address if you want to send me anything. Oh, and that reminds me, I had some... Where did I put that envelope? I had another mail here. Oh, where did I put it? Where did I... Here it is. Here it is. I got a beautiful... Every time people send me something as well, I like to acknowledge it. I think I acknowledged the other ones from Oswina Puthouse and Sharon Blankenship. Now, who was this one from? Beverly Sawaz. Thank you very much, Beverly. This came in the mail the other day, and it's a beautiful... Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful... The little detail on the card. Beautiful. Okay. And this is from Beverly Sowers. Love travels any distance, even beyond our sight. And this is a beautiful card from Beverly Sowers. It's pretty much with her deepest sympathies about the passing of my mother. I won't read everything to you, but she was just telling me a beautiful and a lot of nice, kind and supporting words for me and my family. Deepest thoughts and prayers to all my family. So thank you very much, Bev Sowers. I keep everything that comes through the mail, all right, as well. So thank you very much. And I was impressed with this card. Just the thought to pick it out was great. Karen Coyne, I had to go for a pee. What have I missed? I don't know. It depends when you went for your bit of a wee-wee. Not sure there, Karen. Marcy Best. Hi, long time I haven't chatted with you. Always a pleasure seeing your paintings and seeing you also, says Marcia Best. Thank you very much, Marcia. Good to have you on board here. Catrice Enos, your hair. Thank you very much, Catrice Enos. Yeah, if you got hair at 55, you might as well flaunt it, eh? Where are we? Angela Young, Catrice Enos. Ian has a link that you can look up for his paintings for sale and other links. Also members, links are in the announcement on the Facebook page. Okay, there we go. I've got my links in my Facebook page announcement, but under every tutorial in the description below there's about half a dozen links, and there's a link there that shows you my paintings available for sale. Every time one's sold, it's removed out of that page, so you're not asking for something that's already been taken. Okay, so get familiar with my links. There's one for my son's music page. He's doing some music, great music to listen to while you're painting. There's my Patreon platform link there if you want to become a patron of mine. There's my Facebook page and my art group page. What else is there? Oh, there's my videos that are available on my YouTube channel. I get a lot of comments on YouTube saying I've just stumbled across you, or do you do this or do you do that? And that's telling me that they don't realize just how much content I have in my channel. I have over 250 videos in my video channel here on YouTube. So there's a playlist there. It'll take you to my videos and you can just see exactly how much content and different subjects I have available for beginners and advanced beginners, okay? Joanne Collins says, you missed my note, read it. Oh, I've got to go back up and read it. What did it say, Joanne Collins? Or Joanne Gollis, you missed my note, read it. I'll try and read it. Joanne Collis, it's gonna, I don't know how far up it was. Joanne Collis, hey Ian, design your own cup with your name on it, done by hand, and sell it. There you go. Was that the one? When I get into merchandise, there's just so many things that can be approached and looked at. So yes, thanks Ange. The feed was gone. All Major Tom. In and out. Don't think he's the fact. I just have a very large Southern Comfort. Okay. Katie Kite or Katie Coins. Spent a bit of a coin on some Southern Comfort. Not bad going there. Manel Karim. You don't look 55. Thank you very much. Thank you very much there. Doug Sorens, hi Ian, is the zebra on your right going to be a tutorial? No, that's not. I've got some zebras in my tutorials there. You can just change the colour of the stripes from black to gold. This was one I did live on my Facebook page a few years ago. You can see the size of it compared to me. I mean, I'm a massive guy. I've got massive arms under here. You might not know it, but they are huge. So you can see just by the size of me how this painting dwarfs such a structure of myself. It's a huge painting. It's about 700 by a metre, okay? 700 millimetres by 1000 millimetres. New followers, I love your videos. I'm learning so much, says Barbara Mendez. Thank you very much. Leanne, can you paint us a Ned Kelly? Oh, I can always look into Ned Kelly, find something there. Doug Sorens, thank you very much, Ian. What else did we have here? How long have we been going for? 50 minutes. Do we have any other questions relating to my channel or my art or something you are struggling with? Remember, all my paintings that are available for sale, help me out and buy a painting. Their price is $69 US, and that includes shipping to your door. You don't pay nothing else, okay? And what else is there? This is a super chat, so hit the $ and send me some support there as well. Barbara Mendez, yes, what retarder do you use? Oh, where are we? I'll show that question. I use either Matisse or Jasonjas. There's two different brands. They both work the same for me. That's what I use. It's what I can get hold of, and it's what I'm used to and what I'm familiar with. So it's Matisse or Jasonjas. Where did we go? Marcia Best, I must say, I have learned a lot from you that I am shocked myself, never knew I had such skill. People are amazed. Absolutely, you can amaze people, and that's amazing. And a lot of people need to know that you can. Anyone that thinks they can't paint, you can paint. You can bloody paint if you want to. Okay, it does require a lot of practice, though. I don't. Oh, Mary Lou Stones. I did a lake scene with the lake to the foreground, and it's okay. Should I have something in front of it? Look at it. Just look at it, and if you feel it needs something in it, you're the artist for that painting, put something in front of it. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It's up to the individual. What you use to autograph your work, says Richard. Sometimes I use a paint pen, and sometimes I use my little fine lining brush. Janice Burns, yes, buy Ian's paintings, you won't be disappointed. Yes, Janice Burns, along with a lot of other people, have purchased my paintings. Janice Burns has bought more than a few, and the feedback I get from people, they are absolutely impressed with them. They are not snotty. I do paint them to a degree where they are purchasable. Just like this one, for instance. I don't know if you'll be able to pick up the detail, but they are good paintings. They're not snotty, okay? You put them in a frame, in the right colour frame, they look fantastic. You know, not all my work's great, but, you know, there's some good stuff out there. This one, it's still a little bit wet. This one will be the next tutorial. It's another snow scene. I can show you that, but it's a snow scene. Mark Grossi is a Facebook friend of mine. He paints in oil paintings, and he is Bob Ross inspired, and I asked him if I can use some of the paintings that he's done as a subject, and he says, of course you can, Ian. So I've done a couple. This one's already out, and this one will be out next week sometime, okay? What do we got here? Janice Burns, love the snow scene, says Katie Coyne. I love that snow scene. The moon on the top. I just love the moon one on the top, says, who's saying that? Marilyn Lynch. Ian's paintings are beautiful in person, says Janice Burns. You love the moon on top. Is that this one here? This one's doing pretty good on my channel. I didn't expect it to, but it's doing very well. I could have done the clouds differently, but I was quite happy the way I got the black and the blue for the night sky. Okay, and the way I do water, it's effective and simple for a beginner to learn. It's not overdone and complicated. It looks like water. Okay, and that's what I try and give to you beginners out there, and it's up to you to improve your journey in your art from there on. Tanya Burns loves the snow. She's not quite ready for any yet, which is fair enough. I love the new one coming, but have an unsteady hand for doing trees and branches. Yeah, so do I. I must have watched your beginner's beach scene 3 or 4 times and finally got one going yesterday. Decided to eliminate the sand and made a bluff with flowers instead. You can change it up and mix it up. I've even said that in videos. Just because I'm painting this, it doesn't mean you have to paint this. Mix it up and change it up a bit. Put your flavors in it. It's a subject you can use, okay? It's totally up to you. Mary Krause, why are you not seeing my comments? Let me go back, Mary Grouse. Sometimes I'm not looking. There's delays in this. Mary Grouse. Yeah, love your live chats. Thank you for spending time with us here, says Mary Grouse. There's one there. I'm not sure how far up. There was others. See, some of them, sorry about that, Mary, but some of them get missed with addressing the camera here. Thank you very much, Angela Young. See, like, as an example, my peripheral vision, I don't know how it looks to you, but when people send a donation, Angela Young has just sent in a donation and it's a big, massive blue bang. You can't miss it. Thank you all for being here, members, says Angela Young. Thank you very much for your support. Melissa Perez, I get a lot of compliments on my clouds thanks to you. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm so chuffed and excited to know that the way I teach clouds, people are getting comments on the way they do clouds, and that's what it's all about. I love the feedback, and I'm so glad you're getting positive feedback on your work as well. Oh yes, patron painting. Sorry about that, Heather Nicole. Yes, well, only 3 came in this week. So if you are a patron, send me a patron painting in Facebook Messenger. Tell me you are a painting. iClouds are not updated. So here's one from Heather Nicole. It's a duck, a swan. I think these have a proper name, these ducks and swans. It's on glass, so do excuse the reflections there. Now these ducks have a proper name. I don't even know their proper name. But that's a beautiful coloured duck that Heather Nicole done. Look at the water and the lilies. It's fantastic. Now we have one from Janice Burns, another patron of mine. She's done a moon scene here, obviously a lake and some snow on top of the trees there. Beautiful stuff, Janice Burns. And she's done another one here, one of, where are we? I've got to tilt it so we don't get that. You know what I maybe can do? Easy, Tiger. Let's put that at the top. Does that stop the glare? Nah, that's the thing with glass. But anyway, there's Janice Burns one. So there were the 3 that came in this week. Now they'll get deleted out of my iPad, so any new ones come up, you're more than welcome to send something back through again. It doesn't have to be new people. The same people can send their work continuously. It's all for the patrons though, okay? Are we having a patrons painting show? Yes, Mary Lou Stone. Thank you, Bruce. Needs lots of practice. Okay, I just wanted to check in, says Mary Krause. I painted the beginner's beach scene. Piece of wood glued, trimmed the bottom. Thank you very much, Bruce Anderson. I love clouds. Bruce Anderson is doing some beautiful clouds out there, Bruce. I gotta say, you're one person that really listens to advice and you really know how to execute it. Keep up that good work. What's Angela Young saying? The more you donate here, the more colours do change. Yeah, every donation has a different colour, I suppose. Okay, thank you very much for that, Angela. This is a Malurk duck, says Jane. Thank you very much, Jane. Yeah, we don't get those in Australia, but I do know they had a proper name. Katie Coyne. Oh my God, Janice, those paintings are fab. I am so rubbish at art compared to you guys. Help. You're not rubbish at art. Don't self-doubt yourself. Everyone's art is different. It's not better or worse. And just remember that. And remember, art is not a contest. There are just people that do different looking art than others. All right? Beautiful duck. Looks like a mallard duck. Yeah. Hello, Ian from Columbus, Indiana. William Davis. Nice work, patrons, says Marie Krause. Janice Burns is thanking you. Don't forget to whack a frame on it, Ian. Oh, yes. If you want to appear in my videos, I've done it before. Send me a video file in Facebook and get your device, not this way, but that way, and film yourself telling me it's time to whack a frame on it. And if you want to be in my videos, you message me on Facebook. We will have a call, a video call, and I'll explain to you the details how it works then. And it's just a matter of filming yourself, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to say so it can be used in my videos, okay? So that'll be if you want to appear in my videos towards the end where it's time to whack a frame on it. Message me in Facebook and just say, listen, I watched your live show, Ian, and I want to appear in your video. What do I need to do? I will send you a call and then we'll go through the process. It's only a small process, but it's just something I can explain through the call there, okay? And it's a way you can appear on my videos. Nice work, patrons. Read that. Don't forget to whack a frame on it. Do you do live every Friday, says Barbara Mendez. Yes, I do this. Sometimes it might skip a week, but in general, it's a weekly show I do here, the Q&A Super Chat. So it's a way I can try and raise content to support my content as well and promote my art that I have for sale and acknowledge things that have happened through my group and my patrons and people that have purchased my paintings. It's a way to acknowledge all that as well, touch subjects on that. So it is pretty much a weekly Friday night live Super Chat with Ian Appelis, your acrylic guru, all right? Don't forget to whack frame on it. Yes, do you do this every week? Yes. Okay, do you want us to send stuff from our own tutorials? Is that a, hang on. Sharon Blankenship, do you want us to send stuff from our own only or tutorials? Okay. I'm not sure what you mean there. Do you want us to send stuff from our own? Oh, sorry, I think I know what you mean. Any painting you've done, whether it's your own or you've done it from a tutorial from me or some other YouTuber tutorial out there, it can be anybody. Okay, but you just send me your painting, whether you've done it, however you've done it, so long as you've done it. It doesn't matter how you've done it, but so long as you've done it. And if you want me to acknowledge it on my live shows, send it through to me and it'll come out in the live Friday night paintings. Okay, Bruce, take care, my friend. Mary Grouse, you can go back and watch the replay for questions was answered. Your question was answered, says Angela Young. I don't know what question that was. Okay, Leanne, I find when I want to do a large size painting canvas of your paintings, they are harder to do. Any thoughts why this happens? Well, you need to get, it depends how large you're going. I wouldn't probably go any larger than maybe that. You know, like 4 times the size of one of these. 4 of them put together, unless you're quite seasoned in that. Learn how to paint on a larger surface. You need to mix up more paints. If you have a mediums mix in it, the appropriate amount of mediums, so it's going to work better for you, okay? It just takes a lot of practice. So that's something you can look into there. Catrice, heard what you said about art not being a contest, something like that. But your advice about that is not encouraging to me. Thanks, Ian. Well, I don't know what you mean there. Some people get intimidated thinking that every art's being compared. Why I say it's not a contest is art isn't a matter of like me painting a subject and comparing it with, no, mine's better than yours, that's better than mine. They're just different. That's why I say that, okay? Um, Hello to you in Florida, Janice. Where do you send the paintings? Says Barbara. Send me a picture of your paintings in my Facebook Messenger and just tell me I'm a patron of yours and here's a painting for Friday Night Live. That's all you need to do. Or you can message me and ask me again on there. Whack a bunch like Bob Ross, remember? Richard Marrero, whack a bunch. Whack the brunch or the bruck. Don't know what you're meaning there, Richard. Whack the brunch like Bob Ross. Sharon Blankenship, will you ever have to forgive my typing trying to sing my concert from singing my concert? Angela Young is asking, has anyone ever done all of Ian's tutorials? Thanks, William, says Janice Burns. Good night. Barbara Catrice said it's encouraging. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever done any of my tutorials. If anyone has, let me know and I'll acknowledge that. Brushes, Ian, not bunch. Oh, brushes. So where was that Bob Ross one? Who said that? Whack the brush like Bob Ross, remember? I do that, but it's in when I'm editing it, that's edited out. I've got to go to the sink and clean up, ready for the next scene. So yeah, it's not just one shot. It's a lot of editing involved in my videos there. What else we got here? So encouraging. Oh yeah, Tammy Bedell, I think he meant hit the brush, whack the brush. Yep, we've got that sorted. Have we got enough coffee left in here? Yes, we have. How long have we been going for? Okay, we've just been dribbling over an hour now. Joe Bracton. I start my Friday Night Lives at 9 p.m. New York time. So you need to work out your time compared to New York time and work it out when it's 9 p.m. New York time, what time it is in your capital city, okay? Everyone has different time zones and daylight savings when they are appropriately activated as well. So you need to work that out. Go on to your devices. Every device has a world clock and you can punch in New York and find out what New York time is compared to your time. It's that easy, I tell you right now. Mary Lou Stone, good night, Mary Lou. Have you heard about new acrylics that act like oils? Yes, there are water-based oils. I don't know if that's what you're meaning, but there are O2 paints, water-based oils. The brushes wash out in water. You can thin them down for a bit of water. They do have like liquids and other additives to help them dry quicker as well. Kelly Shattuck, New York time would be EST in the USA. Everyone can find New York on your world clocks, on your time clocks. Every device, every smartphone. I think I've deleted it out of this one. I don't know. Here, look. See here. See the. I'll get rid of that. Cancel. Cancel. See the clock there? I'll hit the clock. World clock is down the bottom. Okay, there, and then you can add a city. Just add and look for New York. I've got all different cities in there. Okay, you add New York in there. See what time it is in New York. I think New York. See, New York is in there. 10:09. See, there we go. 10:09 New York. So it's 10:09 in New York now. So you can work out if that's in front or behind your capital city, and that's how easy it is. A lot of simple things are easy, but some people just don't know. I mean, there's some simple things I've never known, and then when you get scratch in, oh, it was that easy, wasn't it? You just needed to be told that simple thing. That's all it comes down to. 6 p.m. California time, says Suzanne. I really want to study Aussie guys that know how to make my... Okay, Samantha. Thank you so much. You have helped me. says John Bratton. You're welcome, John Bratton. It's so good to get feedback knowing that I've helped a few people out there. Encourage Samantha, Eastern Time. Where are we? Eastern Time. Barbara Mendez. I have a quick question. When you use Flow White, what can someone on a fixed income use instead of expensive stuff? Well, the Flow White is very cheap paint. It's just a cheap student paint, poster paint. Most art and craft shops or $2 shops or red dot shops or places like that have it in their art section, and it's very cheap. If you don't have it, go to your hardware store, buy your ceiling white paint and use that, and use it on some smaller canvases first, the way I use it, and see how it works for you, and then you'll be able to adopt a method that works for you. Okay. I have a quick question. I read that one, so yes. Samantha Watts. Hang on. That's never going to get shown. If you're not, but you want to share paintings on Facebook art group, links are below. Tutorials, very helpful advice when you need to ask a question. Yes, Angela Young is just saying you can join the art group, put all your questions you have there, they all get answered there, and share your art there. Everyone is very helpful. Remove. I'm just removing somebody. Somebody's trying to be a bit cheeky there, but they don't get acknowledged. Sharon Blankenship is saying, I use Flow White and don't need retarder. Well, there you go. If it does, if you know how to govern that and work it that way and it works for you, keep it up. I'm only showing you my way. I've just moderated that, Samantha. Sorry, Susan. I've just got rid of that. I've just realised it was coming up all the time. So I've just removed it. Samantha is funny. Deborah, who's that one? So there's another one I'll just remove. Yep. These things happen with live. You get spam and idiots in here that like to upset the apple cart, but they don't upset it. They're just wasting their own time. Thank you from Bloom from France. Love your paintings. Thank you. I've improved my paintings. Thank you so very much. You're welcome, Bloom. Thank you for deleting Samantha. You're welcome. Well done, Ange. There's another one that got held for me to release, but I won't release it. Put this user in timeout. There you go. Timeout for you, you bastard. Right, what else have we got here? Gee, the comments are going up so quick. Love your paintings and videos. Thank you very much. Mary Krause. Mary Krause is saying there are YouTube videos teaching you how to make your own retarder. You can try that if you want, or just purchase the stuff. If you can't find anything in your art shop, or you don't have an art shop, everything is available online all over the world. You can buy things online. It's fantastic. For some reason, a lot of spam's coming through now. But anyway, we've gone over the hour, so I might start putting an end to this show now. Thank you very much for joining. Leave your comments below if you're watching the replay. Thank you everybody that supported me in this live feed for the donations. If you're watching the replay and want to donate to me, there is a donate button in the link below. Hit the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos. All right, all the best, goodbye, good luck and good on you. And now I'm going to say it's Uru from the Guru. All right.